In the case of B2 negative, we have all paired electrons, that's why it is diamagnetic. For the bond order, now number of bonding electron in 2p is 4 and in anti-bonding is 0, so 4 minus 0 by 2 is 2. In the case of C2 negative, we have this configuration. Here also all the electrons are paired, that's why it is also diamagnetic, and number of bonding electron in p is 6, anti-bonding is 0, so 6 minus 0 by 2, that is 3 is bond order. In the case of O2, we have 2 unpaired electron, that's why it is paramagnetic, and bond order is 2 because number of bonding electron in p is 6, anti-bonding is 2, so 6 minus 2 by 2, that will be 2. In the case of N2 positive, we have all paired electrons, that's why it is diamagnetic. And for bond order, we can see that number of bonding electron in p is 4, while in anti-bonding p orbital has 0 electrons, so 4 minus 0 by 2, that is 2. Question number 2. So structure of XeF2 is this. Here all bond angles will be 180 degree. Now in the case of BH4, it is tetrahedral. Here B negative, so this is tetrahedral structure, and bond angles are 109 degree 28 minutes. In the case of XeF4, structure is this. And one is lone pair, so bond angles will be 90 degree and 180 degree. These bond angles, obviously OXEF will be of 90 degree and FXEF will be of 90 degree and 180 degree, so both type of angles. In the case of PF3Cl2, structure is this. So here this bond angle is almost 120, not exactly 120 but almost 120, and this bond angle is almost 90 degree. So we have two type of bond angles here, 90 degree and 120 degree. XeO2F2 will have this structure. The hybridization is sp3d, while XeOF4 will have this structure. Here hybridization is sp3d2. XeF4 will have planar structure. Hybridization is sp3d2. PCl5 will have pyramidal structure. Hybridization is sp3d. Now in this case, number of sigma bond is 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 sigma, and number of pi bond is 2, while in this case number of sigma bond is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 5 sigma and 1 pi. In this case 4 sigma bond and 0 pi bond. In this case 5 sigma bond and 0 pi bond. Question number 4. Now order of bond length is HF is smaller than HCl, is smaller than HBr, is smaller than HI. While in the case of halogens, F2 is smaller than Cl2, is smaller than Br2, is smaller than I2. For bond energy, as distance, or we can say bond length increases, bond energy decreases. So bond energy will follow this data. while in the case of halogens, bond energy of fluorine is small because of greater lone pair repulsion. So bond energy data of halogens will follow this order. Dipole moment will follow this order because of electronegativity difference. Greater the electronegativity difference, greater will be the dipole moment. And F2, Cl2, Br2 and I2, all of them have zero dipole moment. So a dipole moment of all halogens will be same. Now boiling point increases as molar mass increases, but in the case of HF we have hydrogen bonding, so boiling point of HF is maximum and others will follow this order. So this is because of hydrogen bonding, while boiling point of halogens will follow this order because of increase in molar mass. Question number 5. Now in all 4 ions there will be no lone pair on central atom, but oxygen will have lone pair. So double bonded oxygen will have 2 lone pair, while negatively charged oxygen will have 3 lone pair. So in this case we have 3 sigma bond, 1 pi bond, and lone pair will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 lone pair. Now in this case we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 sigma, 1, 2, 2 pi bond, and lone pair will be 2 plus 2, 4, 2 lone pair, here 3 lone pairs, so 5 lone pair, here 2 lone pairs, so 7, and 3 lone pair will be here, so 10. So it will have 10 lone pair. Now in this case we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sigma bond, and 1, 2, 2 pi bond, while number of lone pair will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it will have 10 lone pair. Now in this case we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sigma bond, 1, 2, 2 pi bond, and lone pair will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lone pair. Question number 6. CS2 is sp hybridized and linear. XeF2 is sp3 dehybridized and it is linear in shape. CO2 is sp hybridized and linear. C2H2 is also sp hybridized and linear. NCO negative will have structure like this, so it is also sp hybridized and linear. Question number 7. Now in this we have 2 ions, NH4 positive and CO3 2 negative. The structure of NH4 positive will be like this. So it has coordinate bond, and CO3 2 negative will have this structure. So in this case we have tetrahedral structure of this ion, and this is planar, trigonal planar. Now bonding is ionic between NH4 positive and CO3 2 negative, while in NH4 positive we have covalent bond and coordinate bond. In CO3 2 negative we have covalent bond. Now in this we have K positive and BF4 negative. Now BF4 negative is tetrahedral, so it is tetrahedral, and here two types of bond are present. Between K positive and BF4 negative we have ionic bond, and in BF4 negative we have covalent bond. Now in KCN there are two ions, K positive and Cn negative. Cn negative is like this, so it has linear structure, and in KCN we have K positive, we have ionic bond between K positive and Cn negative, and covalent bond between C and N. In NaNO3 we have Na positive and NO3 negative. Now NO3 negative is planar, so it also have coordinate bond. So in NaNO3 ionic bond is present between Na positive and NO3 negative. In NO3 negative we have coordinate bond and covalent bond. Number 8. Now electronic configuration of B2 is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, then pi 2px1 and pi 2py1. So here s and p orbital mixing takes place. The bond order is 2 minus 0 by 2, that is 1. We have 2 electron in p bonding while 0 electron in NT bonding, so bond order is 1. If electron is added then bond order increases, so it undergoes reduction, and now we have 2 unpaired electron, that's why it is paramagnetic. Electronic configuration of N2 is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, pi 2px2, pi 2py2, and sigma 2pz2. Now here also mixing of s and p orbital takes place, that's why energy of pi is lesser than sigma. In this case bond order is, in bonding we have 6 electron, in p bonding orbital we have 6 electron, while in anti bonding p we have 0 divided by 2, so bond order is 3. But on adding electron here bond order decreases, and if we remove electron then again bond order decreases. So in both cases bond order decreases, so here neither oxidation nor reduction takes place, and here both electrons are paired, so it is diamagnetic. Now O2 negative, so electronic configuration of it is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, sigma 2pz2, pi 2px2, pi 2py2, pi star 2px2, and pi star 2py1. So we have one unpaired electron, that's why it is paramagnetic, and bond order is So number of electrons in bonding p orbital is 6, in anti-bonding is 3 divided by 2, so bond order here is 1.5. Now on adding electron, here bond order decreases, but on removing electron bond order increases, so it undergoes oxidation. Now comes O2. So electronic configuration of O2 is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, then sigma 2pz2, pi 2px2, pi 2py2, then pi star 2px1 and pi star 2py1. Here we have two unpaired electrons, that's why it is paramagnetic. If we talk about bond order, then bond order is number of electrons in bonding is 6, p bonding is 6, while in anti-bonding 2, so here bond order is 2. And on removing electron, so electron will be removed from anti-bonding, that's why bond order increases, so it also undergoes oxidation. Because bond order increases. Question number 9. PCl3 and F2 both have same shape, same hybridization, but dipole moment is different. Its dipole moment is 0 because dipole moment of PF bond will get cancel out and dipole moment of PCl bonds also get cancel out. But in the case of PCl2F3, dipole moment will not get cancel out, so dipole moment will be different. Number of electrons also different, because in this case we have 2 fluorine, in this case we have 3 fluorine, and here we have 3 chlorine, here we have 2 Ca, so obviously number of electrons will be different. Now in this case BF3 and BCl3 have different number of electrons, but hybridization is same because both are sp2 hybridized, that's why both have same shape, and that is a trigonal planar. Dipole moment in both case is 0. If you talk about CO2 and Cn2 2 negative, then both are sp hybridized, both have same type of shape, that is linear. Dipole moment of both is 0. In C6H6 and B3N3H6 we have sp2 hybridized central atom in both case. Shape or structure of both is almost same, and both have same number of electrons also, and in this case also number of electrons are same. Now dipole moment of this is 0, while dipole moment of this is also 0, because dipole moment of this bond will get cancelled out because of this bond will get cancelled out because of this bond, and this bond cancel out because of this bond. So we have dipole moment 0 in both cases, or we can say both are non-polar. So these are non-polar, these are also non-polar, these are also non-polar. This is non-polar, but this is polar. In sp3d hybridization we have dz square orbital. In sp3d2 hybridization we have dx square minus y square and dz square orbital, while in sp3d3 hybridization we have dxy, dyz and dxz orbital. Now geometry of sp3d is trigonal bipyramidal. Geometry of sp3d2 is octahedral, while geometry of sp3d3 is pentagonal bipyramidal.